This ain't no disco.
Ain't no country club neither.
This is RVA.
Welcome back to another cray-cray episode of
O Lala in RVA. Episode 11, season 3. Whoops, got out of order. Anyway.
With your big dad.
with your big daddy, our big daddy, always in the house.
Matt Shimate.
That's right.
What we talking about today?
Today we have an amazing guest who I love, who's my trainer.
Who we all love.
Who's all of our trainers now.
Yeah.
MJ from RVA Kicks Club.
Yo, what's going on?
So excited to
Yeah,
have
you may have seen him in some of the reels posted on Instagram.
Recently.
Indeed. And what else are we talking about?
Hey, y'all all join my cult.
That's right.
Yeah, you're taking over.
Taking over.
We're gonna play a little game, and then of course, Big Daddy, you're gonna drop it on us.
And on today's episode, I'm going to be talking about some trivia about MMA and fighting.
Oh, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah.
I knew you'd like that.
Another game.
It's not that hard.
We got some upcoming events, exciting stuff around town.
We have some amazing businesses and events to shout. Well, not event, but I guess show to shout out.
Yes, a show, which I really want to go to
Yeah,
now that I found it.
I do too. Now that you told me about it.
But we digress. Anyway, won't you introduce our esteemed guest?
Yes. This week on the pod, we are kicking things up a notch. We're joined by none other than Coach MJ, the founder of RVA Kicks Club, and honestly, our personal hero when it comes to strength, sweat, and serious gains. MJ is a former boxer, kickboxer, and MMA fighter who took over a decade of combat sports and turned it into a mission to make martial arts accessible, fun, and empowering for everyone. Since March, he's been training me, Olivia, in kickboxing 3 times a week, helping me drop my resting heart rate, build real strength, and understand everything from calorie intake to supplements. He's also been coaching my co-hosts, Liz and Matt, in personal strength training. So yeah, this episode is personal. MJ recently led his first ever all-women sparring workshop with She Kicks RVA, creating an inclusive and badass space for women to learn and thrive in the ring. We love him, we trust him, and we're so pumped to have him here to talk about fitness, community, and what it takes to be a fighter inside and out. So let's get into it.
Yo, I'm with it, yo.
Yeah.
Give it up for
The intro
MJ.
Gotta
is
pump it
crazy
up.
work. Yo, I'm with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Number one.
like
I call her O. I'm telling you off top.
All right.
That's
like
my
a-
name in the ring.
perfect,
That's her
'cause-
name in the ring. Oh.
Well, this is O Lala, so
Hey, look. I like what you did there. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Miss Lala.
that's right.
I was going to say that was like an introduction
new
to the ring or
focus.
something.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Now
I
I
should have
got
read it
ideas.
like that.
On this side of the table, we got MJ. What?
MJ too. Okay, y'all. Let me not bring up the past.
All right,
I'm
now,
different now.
we getting into
we're
this
playing a
icebreaker.
game. We're playing a game.
All right,
The
let's do it.
game is fight or flight, and I guess we all can participate, but it's mostly geared towards you.
I'm with it.
If we have a strong reaction, we can yell out.
So just pick fight or flight when I name out something.
Okay, cool.
Waking up at 5 a.m. to work out.
Fight. I'm with it. I got to do it. I actually started working out at 4:30 a.m. So I
Yikes.
wake up around 3:30.
When do you go to sleep?
Yeah, when do you go to
Ay,
bed?
ay, ay.
That's the part about it. I go to bed. I try to like maintain and go around like 10 o'clock because
Okay.
it's always important for me to get that sleep in because on top of like owning your own business, some people think like owning your own business, you can like rest and chill whenever you want. No, that's a 24/7
Oh,
business.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I try to get my workout in then because if you try to do it in the evening, yo, you are dead. I'm telling you that much now.
I was going to say sleep is important because that's when your body's like restoring yourself.
That's how you build muscle.
Yeah.
You build muscle by resting. People think that you build it in the gym. No, it's that rest period when your body's recovering. So
That's why I was able to recover a week off.
that's what it all was. It was just a ploy to recover muscle.
That's right.
Wine and sleep.
All right.
Anyway, also I will say that I worked out with you at 5 a.m. once, and or 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
and I loved it. So I think I'd fight it from like now, but not back before you. No, okay, next one. A surprise ice bath challenge, fight or flight.
Flight. Let me tell you now. So, they have a cold plunge in my gym, which is self-made training facility, and it's a mediators where they have a recovery center, fire and ice recovery center, and then one thing they have is a cold plunge. I've done it one time and I hate it. I'm glad of the results that I get out of it, but I hate a cold plunge so much.
Same.
Oh, I would do it. I love it.
Of course you will.
I'm gonna do it.
You gonna do it?
She's gonna fight it.
Okay, y'all have heard this. This has been registered on paper,
Yes,
not on
yes.
paper, but it's on tape that
It's
she's
on
gonna
tape.
do.
It's
She's
out
gonna do
there.
the cold plunge.
All right, next question. Here we go. Sparring against someone wearing Crocs.
Fight. Yo, honestly, I was about to say fight, just sparring in general. Like, y'all know me. I like to fight.
That's right.
So
Fight. Me
literally-
too.
So one thing about my boxing coach, shout out to Sean Brown, shout out 1913 Sports. We used to train in his basement, and him and 2 to 3 people at any given time would be wearing Crocs while competing.
Really? While competing.
While
Wow.
competing.
Whoa.
So,
Okay, so it's a real thing.
Yo, it's a real thing. You'll see a lot of fighters just wearing Crocs just because it's comfortable and everything like that.
That's
Like,
crazy. That truly is.
that's
Okay.
how it started.
Here's another one. I guess this can be the last one. Group fitness classes with lots of choreography. Fight or flight?
I'm gonna say flight because choreography, like, I look at everything and even the workouts that I do in terms of actual fight. And one thing about a fight is very chaotic. You don't know how your body's gonna move in that situation. So, like, I know y'all seen Bruce Leroy, people like
Yep.
katas and everything like that. Though even the karate guys will tell you, like, in a real situation, you want your body to be free. You want your body to be open. So everyone has their own different style. Like, Liz's gonna do different from Matt. Matt's gonna do it different from O. It just depends on the person. So you don't want to restrict it to just move like this and
Like
and
predefined
That's
movements.
true, but
yeah.
I do
Yeah.
feel like during the bag rounds, I find myself like, I'm learning a dance. Right kick.
No. But the crazy part is, I tell everybody interpret it as like a dance, but not for that reason, but for more like rhythm, balance. A lot of dancers who I have in my classes, they actually throw kicks very well. I'm like, yo, have you competed before? No, I just danced.
I know who you're talking about too. The girl with the red hair, right? The curly red hair.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
She was at
she's
that
just
class.
mean.
That person.
She's amazing. She's a
does look like
dancer.
she could be a dancer.
Yeah,
She's a
she is a
dancer.
dancer.
Oh, okay.
But I have another lady who I train with. Shout out Kat. She's a dancer, and when I say she kicked me for the first time, usually I can just take a kick, whatever, and like, hey, come kick me in the leg. But when she kicked me in the leg, I was like, okay, that's the last time you kick me without a pad.
Damn.
So dancers, watch out for them dancers, y'all.
They got some strong legs.
Yo, leave them alone. Leave
All
them
right.
alone.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
Are you from Richmond? If not, what brought you here?
Yes, ma'am. I was born and raised in Richmond.
Woohoo. We love it.
Yeah, I've been here for a good majority of my life.
What part of Richmond?
West End, but when it was more fun, let's call it fun.
Okay.
What high school did you go to?
I went to 2. I went to Huguenot at first, and I got kicked out of Huguenot. I know you don't know. I know you can probably
bad
figure out
MJ?
why. But then I went to Meadowbrook after that.
Why'd you get kicked out? We want to know the tea.
Oh, you know
Fighting?
why I got kicked out.
Fighting.
But yeah, like, I wasn't the best student anyway, and it was kind of like I didn't have a outlet to really like let myself like, be myself and everything like that. That's a big thing about me fighting. Like it's more than just me fighting just to, beat somebody up, but it's a obsession of mine as an art form. It's so much you learn to it. Like there's boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, judo. Like I can literally spend a whole day just looking at different things and different variations of fights. So I'm glad I'm able to use that energy now and use that brain power now. But back in the day, like it was just, I didn't know what it was. I just knew that that's something I knew how to do.
But
that's really cool.
Back in the day, though, were you into, besides the fighting, like actually like sports or gym? Like, you know what I mean? When did you first like get that passion?
I was, but due to, money was a real thing. Money's a real thing. So, you got those fees and everything like that. So I wasn't, unfortunately, I didn't have an opportunity to do those sports like talking about. But, fighting's free. Fighting's free.
It's so funny. What got you kicked out of school is what you do now. That's your life. That's really interesting.
And
that was just some foreshadowing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you, like, it's a blessing because when I was in the course of that, everybody was telling me, like, you need to stop doing that. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. And it wasn't addressing something that I was actually like, that was in how I was
inside
moving.
of you.
Yeah.
Inside of me. It wasn't addressing that. So when I was able to do that, I started at a boxing gym. I said, yo, this is fun. This is making sense. Then I like branched off into different variations. I started looking into MMA. I started looking at UFC. And this was a big time where they had Brock Lesnar fighting, a guy named Kimbo Slice was fighting, Rampage Jackson, John Jones, George St. Pierre, these kind of people I was looking into. And I was just like so invested in like, look, they just don't know one style. They know how to do this, they know how to do that. And I was like, yo, there's so much you can learn in that. So, yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Did you have like one mentor who really got you into it more, or did you kind of just fall into it?
I fell into it. And to be honest with you, and I actually came into this realization, like I say about a year ago, I was looking for that kind of person who was gonna not necessarily want to do it for competition's sake, but just learn it for the sake of learning it and learn like life lessons. Like there's so many life lessons you learn not through competing necessarily, but through just training, period. You learn about yourself. You learn how to push more. You learn how to go that extra gear. But then you also learn how to be compassionate towards people. You know how to stand your ground too. There's a lot of lessons that I learned, and I was always looking for that person who was going to be able to like translate that to me. And, I never found them.
But that person was inside of you.
That's the part. That's the part. That's the whole thing.
I just got chills.
Me too. I always
That's
do.
the thing about it. Like I was always looking for that person. I was looking. But then it started a year ago. I was like, no, that's you. I was looking for that person that
you're your own sensei.
Or like, what is it
my
called?
sensei.
Like, not the shaman, but there's another word for it. Like the guru. You're your own guru.
Yo, and I really started looking at it like that because all of these things that I was looking for in someone else, it was in me all along.
I love that.
So, I've been...
There's something so spiritual about that.
It is, and it is. And it's so completing about it. I feel more complete with it. Like, now I can spend more time, like, transferring on to that next generation of, whether it be young people or whether it be people who just didn't have exposure to it. A lot of people didn't know where to take that first step in, and it can be very intimidating for a lot of people because if you step into an MMA gym for the first time, like, you see those sweaty pipes and you see the mildew on the wall, like it was normal to me. Like, it was normal to me, and I didn't really care because it was like, I'm gonna do it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm rough and tough. I don't care. I'm country. But
I was going to say about the life lessons thing, I actually really feel that because I did the women's sparring event and I came because I was supporting you because you're my trainer and I really wanted to support you.
Thank you so much.
And I was so nervous and I went to I wasn't going to spar and then all my friends were sparring. So I'm like, okay, I'll spar. And of course they matched me up with that girl who was like she was good. She knew what she was doing.
I think Teresa.
No, it wasn't Teresa. I think her name's Evelyn.
Oh, Evelyn.
Yeah.
She was cool.
So
She was
anyway,
really cool.
we were sparring, and I was so nervous, and she's like, it's okay. She was so cool. She kicked me hard in the stomach. She teeped me, and I didn't die. And I remember in that moment, I was like, wow, I actually really enjoyed being kicked, because it made me realize that I'm not going to die like doing this. Like, it was fun. It's hard to explain that feeling that I felt, but I felt like I overcame a really big fear, because I have a lot of fear, and it always feels good.
And I did see it, like, after that event, I did see it in you that it was, that apprehension that a lot of people have towards fighting and everything like that. I saw it vanish, and I saw that you had a great time. You were smiling from ear to ear, and I was just so excited. Not just you, but just everyone who, are so intimidated about those kind of things, to kind of like have that smile and just, I did that. I feel confident that I had the ability to do that.
And that's exactly what you're doing for women, and I guess men. But especially at that event, you did a really good thing. You helped women feel fearless, and it translates into real life.
Absolutely, like the self-esteem. I can't emphasize this enough. The kind of self-esteem that you get from, it's not necessarily about beating somebody up. It's about passing those limits, breaking those barriers, and when you feel yourself, look, I did that. Yeah. I mean, you walk a little taller, like you got a little, your chest is up. But that's the main thing I wanted to give people access to. You deserve to feel empowered. You deserve to feel confident. You deserve to feel like I did that.
And not only that, too, sorry, but I just have another, praise to sing to you. Even in self-defense, I've gained strength, and I learned how to kick and punch correctly.
Right.
Sometimes when I'm alone, walking back into my house, and I see a creep, someone who could potentially be a creepy man, I'm like, I could kick that guy's ass. I already know. I'm not afraid. I'll kick his ass.
Hey, look. As long as you don't throw the first punch.
I would never.
As long as you don't throw the first one. But yeah,
then legally you're protected.
Facts. But that's the main thing about it. I know so many people who have experienced those kind of situations, and when you don't know how to conduct yourself in that situation, that fight or flight, that's a real thing. That flight takes loose, but you don't know how it may manifest. You might run, you might, adrenaline's running. But when you're more comfortable with those kind of situations, you're able to think a lot better. Even if you may not throw a punch, but you may be able to think I know what a punch feels like. I know what this feels like. So I can kind of mentally prepare. I can know I got to move here. I got to be there. So it's so much that you get out of it.
I love it.
In terms of thinking.
So I've got a question. What fighting styles did you start out with? And
Good question. I started with boxing.
Okay.
I started with boxing. One big thing about my neighborhood and people around my neighborhood is primarily it was boxing. We were boxers, and UFC, MMA in general didn't have a good look. People didn't appreciate it for what it was. So, it would have been passe to kind of y'all see that $5 word.
Yep. I was impressed.
Yeah, but everybody was into boxing, so I went into boxing first. I tried it out, and I loved it. Spent my time. I still remember my first time stepping into that gym. It was Ninth Dimension on Hall Street. It was Coach Omar. I went in there. I enjoyed it. But then right at that time, that's when I find out more about MMA and everything. And I was like, how do I get to a point where, it's not just about hands, where I can learn how to, choke somebody out. Not in a crazy way, but, choke somebody out, break an arm or something like that. But then that's when I went to a couple of gyms in the city. If you don't mind, I'll shout out.
Yeah, we love it.
Sure, yeah.
I've been to MMA Institute, Upstream, BJJ, like I said, 1913 Sports. Shout out Mongrel. All of these gyms I've been around in the city, and they're so supportive, and they so supportive to people who may not have no intention to ever fight at all. And that's kind of what I base the business off of. There's people out there who just they don't want to compete. They don't want to be a world champ. They don't want to get concussions like me. They don't want to scar across their face.
By the way, how are your ribs?
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so it's better now. It's better now. It's healing up.
MJ got
tough.
kicked really hard.
Oh my God. But that's the thing about it. Even as a coach, like you want to put yourself in situations with people who are better than you or at your level.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it's kind of like having that coach who's not training or not sparring or anything like that. You don't know who does he know what it is to take these kind of shots? Now, since I take these kind of shots and everything like that, I can tell you that one, it sucks. But how to come off of it, how to recover, it's little small things like that.
So you mentioned boxing. How did you just go into MMA, or did you start with other martial arts forms to kind of get into that?
Good question. So, in terms of, I just went straight into boxing at first. I started training boxing for about a year.
Yeah.
And I thought initially I was just going to do it to stay in shape, just to learn, just to get that self-defense up. But then, like I said, I went around that time of learning more about MMA. Shout out this movie, I Never Back Down. I don't know if y'all know that movie,
yeah,
but
I
look.
do.
Oh, you do? Shout out millennials. Shout out to millennials. But once I saw that movie, I was like, yo, they know how to do more than just box.
Yeah.
So that's when I went into, where did I start at? I went to Upstream BJJ first to learn about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
And then I went to MMA Institute to learn about striking, MMA striking, which includes Muay Thai, it's a form of kickboxing, and boxing more into it. And then I spent some time out and I actually moved out to Phoenix for a little while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just to train with the people out there. And then I saw a different environment, and you see people like so committed because these were the pro fighters. This was the good stuff.
The big show.
Yo, it was. And it was good to get those experiences. A lot of people and I love the city, but I think that everyone should have that chance to, go out, see different cities, see what they have to offer, because I learned so much from everywhere from Phoenix to New York, New Orleans, Florida, Philadelphia. Just having experiences in several gyms and not just stay restricted. It's kind of like learning. You don't want to just learn one thing. You want to branch off and learn different things. Know the way broadly.
For people who are listening and have no clue about fighting and everything, can you explain if there is a difference between UFC and MMA, and if so, what those differences are?
I actually love answering this question. This is one of my favorites. So, UFC is the league. It's a MMA league. The actual sport is MMA. So, you'll hear somebody, hey, look, I know you do that UFC. Laugh at them when they do that. Laugh at them when they do. Laugh hard. I know Liz won't have a problem with that. Laugh at them.
I will, yeah.
Because once they say that, it's like, bro, it's like you saying, I play NBA. Like, no, that's not what it is. So MMA, mixed martial arts, is the sport of combining martial arts. Yeah. And UFC is the biggest brand. I actually have worked with some people who fought in the UFC. I've sparred them. And I actually have some guys who are going to fight in Richmond in August. Ooh. Who, if they get the right knockout, they might get that call to the UFC. You never know.
Dang,
wow,
we got to go to that.
I went to high school with a guy, and I'm trying to think of his name. Amir Sadola.
No, you didn't.
I did. Oh my God.
Yo, the stars aligned, y'all. Yo.
He was at Short Bump Middle School until I think 8th grade, and then I don't know where he went, but he made it to the UFC.
Yo, Liz, your stock is right.
Impressive.
Yo,
I just pulled that shit out. What?
yo,
No.
I'm with it. No, but his coach was Rick McCoy. And he has a gym, MMA Institute, shout out MMA Institute on Jenk Road. Like, they've been integral in, spreading MMA for the city. So, yeah, I got a lot of respect for that gym, man. And a lot of respect for that coach, Rick McCoy.
I never would have thought he would end up doing that.
That's so
He was like this quiet little boy reading in the corner.
That's how it be. Yeah. People assume, fighters are the... knuckleheads who are always trying to get into stuff. I was, but more often than not, they're just the nicest people. it's a job. It's a job, or it's just a form to express themselves. It's the same thing as somebody painting or creating a musical piece.
An art.
It's an art. It's an art. And is there chaos to it? Absolutely. But there's beauty in it. You'll see some people compete and move, and they just be like, "Yo, that was a beautiful move." I love those kind of moves.
Watching Eric in our class.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, and watching Eric, Gabbo, shout out Gabbo,
Oh my
shout out
God.
Eric.
What do we call him? The Power Ranger?
The Power Ranger.
What does Eric do?
Eric is just very, very graceful, but like badass at the same time.
Oh yeah. He'll kick somebody's teeth off.
Piggybacking off Eliz's question, what is the difference for people who don't know about fighting because there's a lot of women who listen to this podcast that probably won't know, boxing and kickboxing?
Good question. So boxing is primarily just using your hands. That's just using your hands for strikes.
Maybe I'm asking a dumb question.
No, not at all. Because a lot of people want to know, but either they don't, they may not know who to ask, or it's just an intimidating. Because if you go into a boxing gym, it can be a crazy question. But boxing is a form of fighting where you're just using your hands, you're using punches to go to the head, go to the body. That's how it works. And it's a specialist sport. MMA has different variations, but boxing specific, that's going to be your hands. That's where you're throwing all those punches, your jabs, your crosses, your hooks, your uppercuts.
Superman or whatever it is, super punch.
You know what's crazy? I saw the first boxing match where somebody threw a Superman punch. I've never seen that before. It
Damn.
was
what is that?
Superman punch.
Jump into it.
Oh, it's a jumping punch.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna show it to y'all when I get a chance. But I saw somebody at boxing nationals in Vegas, and he did it, and I was like, "Bro, is that legal?" Yes, it's legal. But kickboxing is what O and Liz and Matt is up on now. It's their thing.
Yep.
So it's a variation. It's not only punches, it's kicks also, but it's different kinds of kicks. And now you're talking about your roundhouses, your teep kicks. Now you're talking about this. It's a great workout, man. Let me tell you now. That's why I love doing it, because though you can get a good workout of boxing, nothing works your body like kickboxing.
Yeah.
So anybody who goes to the class for the first time, they make the same face. Oh my God, what was that? Because it's more than just lifting weights or anything like that and working a specific muscle.
Yeah.
When you're doing kickboxing, you're working muscles that you never knew you had.
Yeah, a lot of aerobic activity.
Amen.
Yes, absolutely. And let's not talk about the warm up. We ain't got to talk about that.
I love the warm up.
The warm up and
I love pain though.
I kind of liked it. I liked it too.
MJ's
Okay.
warm up is not your typical.
I do.
Your warm up is not your typical warm up.
You know what? And the thing about the warm up is it's the same workout that I did in competing. It's the same workout. Of course, I take the weight down or I take the intensity down, but it's the same thing. I don't believe in the cardio kickboxing typical, 1 and 2 and 1.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I think that there's enough of a workout and you just doing the workouts that we were doing.
God, I just had a flashback to the 90s of Taibo.
Yo.
Remember when that was
Taibo.
crazy? Does anyone do that shit anymore?
Do that?
Taibo.
Yo.
MJ was a baby, and so was I during Taibo
You know
time.
what?
I had a
still remember-
VHS. I did it.
Nah, you know what's crazy? I still remember the infomercials.
Yes.
What's it called? Infomercial?
Yeah.
Infomercial.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Gen Z and everybody
I know.
who don't know about infomercials.
How about give us a little bit of your career? Do you have a favorite fight you remember?
Okay. I'm gonna say that my favorite fight was my fight that I did in the city. Actually, I did it at a promotion in the city, and that was the first time that I had a lot of backing from people in the city. I love Richmond for this reason. They really stood behind me on this one, and it was against some guys from Ohio.
Fuck Ohio.
Dang, yo, she want that Ohio smoke. But yeah, I went in and that I felt so confident in what I was gonna do. I felt so good. A lot of times when somebody fights, like they get nervous and it's so much anxiety, it's so much adrenaline going. But that for the first time, I felt so loose. I felt very free. And after the fact,
that's when you're fighting your best, when you're loose. It's like with
flow state.
any activity, when you're relaxed, loose, that's when you're going to do your best.
Flow state. That's the perfect way I can put it. And when I did it, I won in the first round. He quit in the first round.
Oh, he quit.
Wait, was that the gloves up, guns down event?
That was
this year.
That was this year. And I did it, and that I was just so happy that, I had so many people from the city turn out, because it was a good event too, because it was like a charity boxing match.
Oh, nice.
Where we was trying to support, like, stopping gun violence, or just learning how to, go another way. Like, if you have an issue with somebody, there's other ways to take care of it. You don't got to go to a boxing match, but try to explore different ways of going about it. That's what it was.
I love that cause, by the way.
Absolutely. And I think it's so important nowadays, because nowadays it's so easy, especially with social media, especially with the internet being online. Yeah. It's easy to talk crazy to each other. But then that, some people, unfortunately, they'll put that energy out when they see the person. I would much rather say, hey, look, Matt, if we got issue, man, let's go ahead and take care of it in the back. We got no cameras over there. Let's go ahead. You beat me up, I beat you up. And after that, shake hands.
And then you'll be closer.
No, actually, my best friends in life, I fought every one of them. And, that does make you closer, because at the same time, like, you
it's
learn.
Very personal.
It's very personal. It's very personal. Yeah. We've thrown hands. We've done all of that. But after the fact, don't mess with him. That's my brother.
Yeah.
I've said, hold this earring, bitch.
And what I was going to say also about the event is, not only is it like supporting a good cause, but I know people would love to come watch people who have beef fight.
Yeah.
I would love that.
It's good promotion. It's good. Yeah. It's definitely good promotion. I'm just a fan of everyone learning some form of combat sport. Like, I'm huge on that, because it's so much that you, like I said before, you learn about yourself in those situations, whether it be jiu-jitsu, judo, kickboxing, boxing. Take that time to like learn it for yourself, so that when those situations come up, you'll know what it is for that pressure to come, and you know how to deal with that adrenaline. And I think that especially for like a lot of guys out there, that's something that you got to learn how to control. If you are able to control those kind of things, oh yeah,
that's why we're in kickboxing.
Liz needs control.
I'm not Janet Jackson. I ain't got control.
Hey, look. Sometimes you need to keep from catching a charge, man.
Okay, taking it back to RVA Kicks. So what makes RVA Kicks different from a typical kickboxing studio? Great
question. So initially I started at a kickboxing studio, and
And you have a following, by the way. They're all here at RVA Kicks now.
They're all here now, and I'm very thankful for them all coming, because, they could have literally did anything else, but they chose to trust me and support me. And, it really touched me when I had all of them come through. But
shout out Sandra.
Shout out Seth, Eric, Julie, Valerie. I can go down the list, but I had a whole bunch of people to support me. Kat, Shandy, Virginia, y'all all amazing. But dang, I got emotional. What was that question one more time?
What makes it different than a typical studio?
So I think my time actually competing, and me being a competitive athlete in that regard, I've always looked at it in terms of, okay, this is a good workout that can be done. We just got to do it to where people can actually learn the skill, because I don't like it when, somebody's teaching, and it's not bashing nobody. It's just real. Like, you can throw kicks, but do you know how to throw a kick correctly? Mm-hmm. Do you know how to use it in those kind of situations and everything like that? I'm going to teach you the real kick. I don't know how to, throw a kick that won't work. Right. I know how to throw a kick that, shut somebody's leg down, or, catch somebody in a body shot. Yep. Those are the only ones I know. So that's my background, and I just blended it in with actual combat experience in a realm where, anyone can literally come in and get it. So you're going to get that boxing, kickboxing, and functional training all at the same time, all in 45 minutes. Trust me, you won't need any more than that.
No.
And my whole goal is that you're going to have a great workout. You're going to learn some cool technique and have a great time with a great community.
I came that first day I guess I'll try it out. And I've been there since the beginning of March. That's how much I love the class.
Yeah.
We immediately signed up for personal training, and sadly we've been so busy we haven't made it back to class, but it's going to change after this race this weekend.
So
We'll be back for class.
I can't wait to have y'all. It's a pleasure to have y'all in the class,
I
too.
love how it's a smaller class, too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's
like you're
really nice.
saying, it is like personal. Like you work with each person during the class. Like when we're doing like the bag work and everything. But, that's what I noticed. Like you went around and you came over with the padding and like
personal.
had us like throwing punches with you
Yeah,
and
mid-work.
kicking. Yeah.
I do have mid-work.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I may do different than, maybe other cardio kickboxing places. I'm going to give you mid-work. You're going to feel that burn, but you're going to get that special time because, I've done classes where I've had up to, 26 people in the class, 30 people in the class. And though I love, the numbers, I love to have that energy from having a whole bunch of people in the class. But man, when you're able to have like that number of like 6 to 8 people, then I can talk to you and it's a little more, here's something you can do. I have time and I'm not running around the ring. I can talk to I can talk to Liz, I can talk to Matt, and I like that kind of situation. Shout out to Edgar as mate because he said, no, you can't have no more than 6. But yeah, I'm just thankful that I had the opportunity to have that kind of class.
So I wanted to ask you, like, who inspires you? Like, do you have like a inspirational figure like Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris or Mike Tyson?
First would be in terms of fighting would be Muhammad Ali. Okay. That would be the first one. And I'd go down the line because I've taken inspiration from not just one person, several people. Like I love the way that I learned because I might learn something from this guy named Miyamoto Musashi. He was a samurai in ancient Japan. I've learned from Saladin. He was a general in the Dark Ages. I love what I do, and I'm very extensive. I don't show everybody that side, but I spend so much time just investing in just generals, people like the Bruce Lees. I spend a lot of time on Bruce Lee. Capoeira fighters, Lateef Crowder, Sanchai, who was a Muay Thai guy, Borkow, who was a Muay Thai guy. I spent time looking at Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., and even wrestlers, Dan Gable, Daniel Cormier, Mekhi Lewis. Shout out Mekhi Lewis. He was the champion for NCAA wrestling for Virginia Tech. So shout out Mekhi Lewis.
Wow. Let's go Hokies.
Okay, there you go. But I literally take inspiration from everybody, man. And it's a perfect blend.
Yeah, there's something to learn from everybody. Different techniques, and
you can never know everything. That's what I love about this sport, man.
As a follow-up, do you have like a favorite movie that's based around fighting, like Rocky or
Never Back Down?
Yo. That was my entrance, but that's a good question because the thing about it is when you get into the combat sports and everything like that and you become an athlete, you kind of get a different eye when it comes to like the fight movies because then you're like, it ruins a lot of
sure,
over the top.
Oh my God.
Cheesy.
or like Roadhouse?
Over the top of the arm wrestling movie.
Yo, I've never seen it.
I couldn't make it. I watched it when I was a kid. We tried to watch it recently and could not make it through.
We did.
We did. I blocked it out.
They got a prayer in Vegas.
No, that's funny. But
Kenny Loggins did a good song.
Kenny Loggins.
It's a good movie if Kenny Loggins.
Oh yeah,
did
it's a good movie.
So we're having a movie night. We're watching it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. But yeah, that's the thing about it. Like, it ruined all Steven Seagal movies. I don't trust none of them Jones now. But the movie I would say inspired me would be Warrior. Warrior is one. Never Back Down is another one. I've watched Creed so many
Creed,
times.
okay.
Yo, but like going back to the original OG, I watched Rocky 4 like with even with Ivan Drago, and literally I still remember this I was in my bedroom. I was like 12, 13 years old, and literally while the movie was on, I'm doing push-ups the whole time.
That's so cute.
Look, I did like 300-400 push-ups just watching that junk because I was
So inspirational, right?
yo, the training montage when he's running up the mountain, Drago. I was like, yo, let me get this quick set in real quick.
I love when people are doing what they were born to do. Like, I feel like I'm very spiritual and a little religious, and like I believe in God and stuff, and I just love when people find the gifts that God gave you and you're doing it to like make the world a better place. Like, it touches my heart to me. And we've interviewed so many people like that. I know. And you're another one of them.
It's crazy. It's because I never saw myself doing this when I was coming up, because I didn't think that this was an avenue that I could take. Like, I went to school thinking that, I was going to do this, I was going to do that. I more like I had to do it. Like, I was a lot of expectations around that you got to be, you got to go to college, you got to do this, you got to do that. But when I found this craft and once I found what I'm able to do with it, I was so excited, man. I go to work every day, even when, it's tough, sometimes it is tough. You get them days where it's like, man, like it's I'm gonna be dragging a little bit today. but then I'll see y'all, I'll see I'll see Liz, I'll see Matt, and it's just like y'all pick me up. I know it seems like I got the energy all the time. Yo, when y'all come into class and y'all got that energy, man, I'm like, okay, I can push a little longer.
I'm feeling better now.
There's been classes where I'm having a horrible day and I get to class and I'm like, this workout helped me get out of my funk. There's been many times.
Yeah, when you work out, it like releases endorphins.
Yes,
too.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt knows. He's like, oh, you're a bitch. All right, go work out. I feel that way now too. Like, I have to work out every day or I go insane.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at with it now. It's just having that community, which is I'm huge on the community that the Kicks Club has, and you're gonna get so many different personalities show up at one day at one time that you're gonna get that little bit of, you're gonna find a friend. That's the biggest thing I can say about the Kicks Club, that you're gonna learn all that stuff. It's gonna be cool, but you're gonna find a friend. You're gonna find the Leelas. You're gonna find the Sanders. You're gonna find the Noahs.
Noah O.
Yeah, you guys shout out Noah O. You're going to find Michaela's. You're going to find everybody. So you're going to find your person. You're going to find your little clique, which I'm cool with. Find your clique. Have a good time. Get that accountability.
Self-made training facility is so cool too, because it's not just, it's a bunch of different trainers in one building, and there's so many different things you can do. Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, that, I'm open to, if you want to try something out, because there's so many different trainers with so many different specialties. They got some people who's into powerlifting, some who's into bodybuilding, some who's into athletic fitness and jujitsu, boxing, competitive kickboxing now. Gabo's on doing more of those. I'm an advocate where find what moves you. Like, come to my class, try it out. But if there's another trainer there who's able to give you that itch or scratch that itch that you want, please go to them.
Yeah.
Don't feel restricted. Don't feel like, I can only mess with MJ. No, like, I want you, everyone's adults here. Like, be grown, be happy, find your happiness, man. And there's happiness in fitness. It's not a chore.
Yep. There's also kids at the gym too.
Yes.
There was a kid there today who was like grunting so hard. I loved it. He was like, he was such a little badass.
There's usually a bunch on Tuesdays when we go.
Yeah.
Them nutcases.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I love to see kids do it. And the more kids who learn how to do those kind of things and learn some form of a martial art,
I love it. I love seeing it because I feel like little boys need an outlet like that.
Oh, yeah.
And girls too.
Yeah, everybody. Like, I'm an advocate of when I have a kid, like, I'm sending them to Russia to wrestle for 3 years.
You told me that.
Send them Dagestan 2-3 years and forget.
I was just going to say, what is your upcoming, like, overall vision moving forward with RVA Kicks, any big goals or big events coming up that you want to shout out?
Yes, ma'am. Well, number one, Anthony Pettis fighting championship is coming to Richmond on August 10th. And I'm going to have a lot of people come through the gym who's going to be fighting on that card. Pro fighters, amateur fighters, a lot of my friends. So y'all are going to get them chance to meet a lot of these kind of people. We're having another women's kickboxing workshop. That's going to be in August. I want to do it around the time of everybody going back to school and everything like that. Because I think that especially like, college age and high school age ladies, they need to have that community of people who, the Liz's, the O's, everybody like that. To have that community of people, you need some badasses in your life. I was trying to be PC, but you need some badasses.
I really did meet some amazing women at that event.
I know, even the first class that we took, I really liked a lot of the women in there.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. I love those kind of events where, if that's your friends and you find 5 or 6 of y'all and y'all want to hang out, y'all feel a little better if everybody has that kind of background and everything like that.
Shout out to Shanti. Oh my God. She's like my best friend at the class now.
Yo, shout out all of them. And, I want to have that event coming up soon. So August is going to look great. I got some fights I'm gonna have to help out with. Gabbo has a fight coming in. A couple of those fighters at the gym is gonna have fights. So summer's gonna be interesting. Nice. Fall's gonna be interesting. And long term, hopefully we can just pack these rooms out. Let's pack out the Kicks Club, get more people in.
Yes.
So
you got this. I have 2 quick questions. Sorry, Matt. Really quick, just because I'm really passionate about this episode. It's my lucky number, by the way, 11. Anyway. My first question, second to last, is what advice do you have for small business owners or people who are really passionate about a craft? Like how to just,
start it.
Yeah.
And this isn't to sound cliche, but embrace the grind. Mm-hmm. Like this is one thing I love about fighting. That you learn how to embrace that grind when it sucks and when you just can't get over that hump. It's so real in life because you're gonna be so many times. It's gonna be fun times when you turn up. Yeah. Hey, I got my own business. Whoop whoop. But when it's those times where it's gonna feel tough. It's gonna feel pressure. You're gonna that person didn't sign up. Am I really good? Embrace those times too. Like it's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows. Yeah. Take that time, learn from those times.
Keep pushing.
Keep on pushing. Keep that energy up. Like
that grit.
Keep that grit up. Because when that good time does come, it's gonna feel a lot better when you've said, "Nah, I'm not quitting. I'm gonna go through it until I got to that good part." So stick to it.
That's great advice. Yeah. And always the last question of the interview. How can we support you? What are like the main accounts people need to follow?
Get y'all hind pots in RVA Kicks Club at Self-Made Training Facility 1331 Carmel Way, across the street from Chesterfield Town Center. Hey, I'm gonna have classes more open. I'm gonna have some slots coming up. Get y'all slots in because I know that everyone here is gonna push it, and I thank y'all so much. Yep. Get your slot. Follow on Instagram RVA Kicks Club, Facebook RVA Kicks Club. Yeah.
And guys, MJ makes the class so affordable. Like you are so accessible to everyone, which I love. Yep. It's accessible to anybody.
So affordable.
Yeah.
That's the thing about it. Like it shouldn't cost an arm and a leg to get that confidence. It shouldn't cost an arm and a leg to be healthy. Like I love that. I'm not an advocate of making you spend $500.
It's not a scam. Yeah. You're not scamming people. You're helping people.
That's the thing about it. Like I have confidence in my program. I have confidence in the class. Like you're going to look amazing. You're going to get stronger. You're going to feel better about yourself.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us.
You know what I mean?
Y'all look amazing.
Look at them shoulders. Y'all can't look at the shoulders, but look at the shoulders.
Cool. Okay. Big Daddy.
All right, Big Daddy, why don't you
drop it on us?
And since we've been talking about MMA and fighting, I'm going to talk about some trivia.
Let me turn my chair over. If
I say anything incorrect, please
correct
jump in.
Sir.
So first I'm going to talk about the origins of MMA. The ancient Greeks practiced pankration. I'm not sure
This
if I
man did some research,
Damn.
right?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
In the Olympic Games, a mix of boxing and wrestling, the name translates to total combat or all power. And so I found this to be interesting. And MJ, you can kind of back this up. MMA fighters cannot wear contacts.
So, they're not supposed to, but me being blind as a bat, I have worn contacts in MMA matches, kickboxing matches, and boxing matches. So, don't tell nobody.
What happens?
You'd
Is
be
this a bad
screwed if-
thing?
Well, actually, more often than not, I haven't had any problems. But one time in particular, I got caught with a jab, and the contact actually fell. It was swimming around in my eye.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yo, it was swimming around. So imagine trying to
Box while you're...
You're like,
kickbox while that, and this guy, he was a hitter too. So you don't want to get caught with that punch too. So
Yeah.
that was the one time like I had to turn away, but it had to be an 8 count. They had to take a point because that still counts as a knockdown. So yeah, you're not supposed to wear contacts.
Yeah, I was going to say because contacts can shift or cause injuries if displaced during the fight, which you just mentioned. And it says for fighters with vision problems, surgery is often used to correct their vision.
Oh, what if your eyes are too bad like mine?
Sucks for you. That's where I can put
Well,
it.
I'm more dangerous if I'm blind.
You're not going to be a pro fighter. Well,
Challenge
I
accepted.
don't know. Maybe I can see it.
Well, now you just put yourself out on tape. That's what you're gonna do.
So novice MMA fighters can earn between $10,000 to $20,000 per fight.
Oh,
while
shit. All right. Yes, I am.
champions or well-known stars can earn millions. You're like
MJ?
no.
Okay. So usually MMA, it's a sport you got to love.
Yeah.
It's not, especially the lower promotions and everything like that, it's hard to make some money. Like, I know that the most I've made for a fight was, $400.
Wow.
$400, and if you
like-
count the money in for training, your gym, manager, travel, taxes, any kind of recovery services, you're fighting for free a lot. So it's really a craft that you have to love. If you want to pick, there's easier ways to make money. There's easier ways to make money.
Definitely.
If you want to get into it for that reason, don't do it.
Yeah, don't become a musician either. They don't make any
I was
money.
just
already
thinking
know
that.
the
I was
vibes.
like, so that's if you're like in a band in Richmond.
It's got to be something you love, man.
Yeah.
Get $20 each.
So MMA fighters are famous for their intense weight cutting processes, often
Right. Feels
dehydrating themselves significantly days before a fight to make a specific weight class, only to rehydrate and regain much of that weight before the actual fight. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Let me tell you, I've had to cut 25 pounds in 3 days.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, number one,
literally.
I wasn't eating the way I was supposed to eat, and then the guy called me like 4 days before and say, "Look, I got a fight for you." So I was kind of that guy who you would call if your fight fell out, so they would put me in. So he told me like 4 days before, and it might have been 3 days. So I spent that whole 2 days I put on Abilene, which is a makeup remover. You got to put it all over your body. So it opens your pores up.
What? It's called what?
Abilene.
Abilene. Okay.
Matt's like, ooh.
No, I'm not going to
So
try that.
it's crazy because, I went into the makeup department. They like, can I get some makeup remover? They like, they look at me crazy. I'm like, yes, I just need some makeup remover. Chill out. Don't make it weird. So you will put it all over your body. You will put a sauna suit on, then you will put a hoodie and sweatpants on, and you just sweat it out. You either shadow box or do jiu-jitsu or something like that for like an hour, 2 hours.
Are you spitting too?
I didn't have to do that for
Okay. My high school sweetheart was a
God.
wrestler, and he would put the
the
suit
vibes.
on, and he would be spitting, and it was so bad. When we would have Thanksgiving, he would be training because that's when the wrestling season was, and he would like have one little piece of turkey and then put the suit on and go run and be
That
spitting.
sucks.
It does, and it's the part about it. Like, I know a lot of people who I just had a friend of mine who just fought recently. He just came through the cut weight at the gym, and he had to do that same process. He would put a cover on for like 30 minutes and just lay there and just like get it all out.
Because they try to put you like 10 pounds at least above, right? That way you're bigger than the other guys.
A lot of people try to be weight bullies pretty much, but it's kind of like changing up now. A lot more people are just going at their weight because it's a lot more healthy. It's a lot safer.
Yeah.
You don't want to cut all that weight and then get hit in the head. It's not a good look.
Yeah, bodybuilders do that a lot too. I can't believe some of the things they do. Like they dehydrate themselves. I think it's like very unhealthy what they do.
Oh yeah. It's not healthy at all.
Yeah,
a lot of people do. Unfortunately. And one thing about bodybuilders, they stick to they got to do the whole show with that cut.
Yeah.
As soon as I made that weight, let me tell you, I'm down in. My thing was I drank 2 Pedialytes. I would drink that real fast. Yeah. And I would just you can't binge out too heavy, but
you can't go for a hamburger or anything.
No,
I can't go for that.
Not at all.
I did take my high school sweetheart out to eat after. I'd be waiting in the car like he's getting weighed. I'm like, all right, let's go.
But as soon as you make weight,
yeah. All right, so going back to the octagon, so I want to talk about that. So
yes, sir.
The wider angles of the octagon's corners make it much harder for a fighter to be completely cornered off with no way out, unlike a traditional boxing ring, which has 4 corners. And supposedly, the octagon was inspired by the Chuck Norris movie, The Octagon.
You know what's crazy? I've never seen that movie. I've never seen. There's
another movie.
Look, y'all know more of these fight movies than I do. But it's a lot harder to cut somebody off. Like I love those situations when you get somebody who moves around a lot and they're in a boxing ring. I say, come here, come in the corner and beat you in your body.
Yeah.
But when it's a cage or when it's an octagon, it is a lot harder to do it. So you got to be a lot more tactical. It's not that you can't cut them off, but it's now you got to think a lot more. It's some strategy, some angles you got to get involved.
All right, so moving on to capoeira. So it was developed by African slaves and cleverly disguised as a dance to avoid punishment from their captors. Its fluid acrobatic movements are still performed to music today. And so I didn't know that. It was like, it was disguised as a dance, like purposely. That's really cool.
Yes, it was. And actually, my jiu-jitsu coach, David Oliveira, he's a 5th degree black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he started with capoeira. And, there's a lot of movies that use it because it's so beautiful to look at. It's very technical. It looks like Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil. I say it right?
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
Oui.
Yeah, I couldn't pass that for nothing. But it's a very beautiful style. It's a lot, and I did learn that history in it. And it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, we're not doing nothing.
Is that an Olympic sport now?
No, it's actually not capoeira specifically.
They were trying to get it in, right? I feel like they went off on a whole side tangent one year and were showing a bunch of that.
I think they might have used it because they do have in the Olympic Games like some sports that they show just to like showcase.
Yeah.
That might not necessarily be a definitive sport.
Yeah.
But I could definitely see that. They done that with a wushu or kung fu. They do that with a lot of sports.
Breakdancing.
All right, I want to do some boxing trivia. So the phrase throwing in the towel comes from boxing, where a boxer's corner believes their fighter can no longer safely continue. They will throw in the towel into the ring to signal surrender.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yep. Fortunately, it's never been done to me.
I'd be like, bitch, I can still fight.
No, but yes, that's what it's for, throwing the towel. I've actually had fights where I was like, I'm beating the guy up. Like, I'm beating him bad too. I'm like, y'all sure y'all? I'm looking at the coach while I'm beating him down. I'm like, yep. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not stopping, but y'all wanna kind of jump in here?
So the longest recorded boxing match in history was between Andy Bowen and Jack Burke. It lasted 7 hours and 19 minutes.
Oh my God.
Over 110 rounds before being declared a draw because both fighters were too exhausted to continue.
Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. I did hear about that, and I'm like, I'm not fighting nobody for 7 hours. I'm good.
God damn.
That's OD.
The record for the most career knockouts in professional boxing belongs to Billy Bird, a British boxer who accumulated an incredible 139 knockouts during his career from 1920 to 1948. So I don't know if
That's a long career.
Yeah.
Bro, whole time, anytime somebody got those kind of knockouts, like, gotta be careful.
All right, guys. So that concludes Dropping on Us Big Daddy.
All right, moving into fun events coming up.
Yay.
I have a few. I have 3. Number 1, on July 30th from 7 to 9 p.m. at 434 Hull Street, there is a trivia night at Benchtop Brewery, but it's a cool one because it's called Weens on Tap.
Ooh.
And all the wiener dogs in RVA are welcome.
Oh my God.
It's hosted by RVA Weens. And when you mention that name when ordering, you get a discount. You get $1 off of hot dogs. Get it? Because it's a wiener event. And 15%.
No, I didn't get it.
Color me there.
I
Wait,
actually
what was
didn't.
the date again?
It's from on July 30th.
See, I'm a little touched when you said wiener. I was like, you mean bring your own hot dog? I'm a little crazy if y'all ain't
Wiener
noticed.
dogs. Okay, and you also, if you mention RVA Weens, you get 15% off of all draft beers.
Oh,
Bring
that's a
your
good deal.
dash huns, is that how you say it? Doxies?
Dachshund,
Dachshunds.
I
yeah.
can never say it right. Your brains and your beer-loving buddies. Dogs must be on their leash at all times. You must maintain control over your dog at all times. Okay, number 2, second event. September 13th at the Workshop. That's the name of the place. At 1400 McTavish Ave. There's going to be
McTavish?
McTavish. Sorry, I'm not
That's
a
the only
native.
thing I'm calling it now.
Mactavish.
Mactavish.
I think that sounds better.
It does.
I'm from New York, where there's a lot of Polish people. So. For live music, an open bar, gourmet food, auctions, and more to support none other than our friends at the Village Green RVA.
Oh, cool.
They're having an Emerald City Gala.
Ooh.
Proceeds help fight food insecurity in Richmond. And tickets are $125 a piece, and a 6-person table is $1,000. And all the proceeds, again, help fight food insecurity in Richmond. So check out the Village Green for more information.
Shout out. That was great.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Number 3. I'm sure everyone knows, but JamPacked Festival is going to be at Browns Island on August 9th. Follow their Instagram for ticket giveaways because they do like 1 million a week. Not really 1 million, but they do a few a week. Or buy the tickets if you don't have the patience on their site for $59.59, and for the lawn, and $144.18 for VIP. And these are the cool bands that are going to be there. And I actually really like some of them. I love Lotus. That's the headliner. Moon Taxi. Spafford. Talk. T-A-U-K. Talk. I don't know.
I feel like I've heard of them.
Talk to her.
Talk to her.
Talk to it. Yeah.
Talk to her.
I
Okay.
sort of went for it.
Kanika Moore and Kendall Street Company will be playing there. And those are my events.
Nice.
Qué increíble.
I like it. I have some events as well, but these are events, I wanted to shout out like some events that happen every week. So go there at any time.
Okay.
Except obviously when they're happening. Like you should go there then. So number 1, Solaire Rooftop. The new spot that took over Cabana's old
Ooh,
rooftop.
yay.
Yes. So at 700 East Main Street, 20th floor. Every Sunday, $5 mimosa brunch. $5 for each mimosa. That's a pretty good deal.
God damn, that sounds like our brunch.
I know. They know our ways already. So check it out. Second, Harry's RVA, friend of show. 2818 West Broad Street. Every Thursday night, they have live music on the roof. And if it's raining, which it's probably going to be, if it's summer
For the rest of our lives.
I know.
That's a guarantee in Richmond.
Quag, I don't like your forecast. But anyway, shout out Quag.
Must be so excited.
And their full dinner menu is available as well. So it's the perfect place to chill out and listen to some tunes every Thursday. And then finally, Stock, 604 Hull Street as well. Yes, friend of show. Don't forget their happy hour is 3 to 6, Monday through Saturday, which I love finding a happy hour that's on Saturday.
Yeah.
Their happy hour
Don't sleep on that.
is insane.
I know. We
It's
got to
so
go back. We love you guys over at Stock.
They have oysters for like $10. And they're amazing.
Every time I sit on my couch, I think of them. So,
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Greg.
yes.
Shout out
We love
Greg
you,
one
Greg.
time.
Word. All right. Business of the week. Moving on. Kindhearted Goods. It had an opening party last weekend. They have been open for a few months, but it's at 2509 East Broad Street. 10:30 to 5:30 are their hours. They're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Goods are locally crafted and are eco-friendly and socially conscious. We went in the other week because it's within walking distance of our place.
Yeah, it's next to Proper Pie, kind of close to St. John's Church on 25th.
Okay.
Yeah, great spot and such fun little gifts. It was my dad's birthday recently. Shout out Kirk.
My photographer.
Yes, he's on the red eye to Copenhagen right now.
Yeah.
But
Dang, I would have went.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
he's
Same.
We'll have to have him on to let us know what happens in Amsterdam. But anyway.
What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam.
You know what I mean?
But so we went and hit it up and we found lots of cute stuff. And I even got myself, because I can't resist buying myself some.
A little treat.
I know. Some local honey that had cinnamon infused in it, and it's quite tasty. I'll let you have a little taste this evening. But go check it out, Kindhearted Goods. And then I'm very excited about this, the show of the week. Drum roll, please. On August 1st at the Broadberry, go check out Steely, not Dan, but Dead. Yeah! It's going to be the perfect sonic fusion of the Grateful Dead and Steely Dan. Doors open at 7. General admission is $29.43. Why is that a weird number? Because that is telling us what it is after the fees, which I love, because who the hell wants to buy something and then it's like $50 more because of the fees?
Okay,
That's a good price.
So, yep.
So I'm picturing this. Is it like Yacht Rock where they just jam out for a while?
Probably. I love
Yeah,
that.
probably. I don't know. I want to go, so we'll see when we go there,
I'm
Johnny.
coming with you.
All right. So go to the Broadberry website if you are rich and want to get a VIP ticket or a table.
We won't be doing that.
No, we in the po folk section. So,
The plebs.
yep. See you there. Anyway, before we close out this episode, any shout outs? MJ, I'll let you go first. Our esteemed guest.
Number one.
And trainer
Shout out y'all, number
extraordinaire.
one. Shout out O Lala for having me here. I appreciate you so
absolutely.
much. I definitely want to shout out Self-Made Training Facility and everyone there. They're amazing. And what else I got? APFC. They got that fight card August 10th. Yo, get your ticket. That thing is going. Those tickets are going fast.
We'll link it up.
Yo, absolutely. And one thing about the club, please try out the Kicks Club. Try out your class for the first time. Tell them O Lala sent you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Shout out to RVA Kicks Club and MJ and Self-Made Training Facility. You all have changed my life. You have changed my life. I feel like I was on a bad path in health-wise. I got some scary news from the doctor about my heart and my cholesterol, and you have literally changed my life. So thank you.
Got your
We
back,
feel
yeah.
the same. We love you.
I got your back, oh.
Might have actually saved my life. Anyway, for me, I'm going to shout out things that I've already said.
Go
Where
ahead.
are my events? There we go. Shout out to Bench Trop Brewery. Shout out to RVA Weens. Shout out to, what is it, McTavish?
McTavish.
Shout out to the Village Green in their Emerald City Gala. Shout out to JamPacked Festival, Browns Island, Lotus, Moon Taxi, etc.
Big
Can't
Daddy.
do all the other ones.
All right, so thrilling restaurant news. There's going to be a new restaurant close to the Allianz Amphitheater.
Ooh, oh, yes.
And so it's called Daisy's at Tredegar. And why is that? Because it's right next to Tredegar. And so they are opening, and they're known for a fast casual breakfast, lunch, and brunch. And the chef who is starting the restaurant, his name is Matt Kirwan, and he helped open the Shaved Duck and was the chef at the Roosevelt and Grisette. So he has...
Good chef.
Yeah, he's got a reputation around Richmond. So I definitely want to try that out.
I'm excited for that. Especially because we just bought Mumford and Son tickets last
Oh my
night.
God, that's awesome.
They're so good, yeah.
I'm excited. August 5th, I believe, or 4th. Y'all go to the Allianz
I still haven't been there.
website.
Have you been to Allianz?
Yo, I thought that's
Just say
actually
that
what it was
with
called
your
at first.
hand. Allianz. We all were questioning it. And
I
my
haven't
dad was
went
like,
yet.
duh.
It's German.
I haven't went yet, and I'm seeing all these events and everything like that. I hope y'all able to keep up in class when we're doing that. Though. Find it out. Still
no
on.
excuses.
My
yo,
motto is work
coach
hard,
gonna
play
still be
hard,
coach.
baby. Work hard, play hard.
I get you.
Don't worry, I'm a professional. If I could have run that Hilltopper 5K
my
the day
God.
after we had a party
Liz-
here for the Irish Festival,
Liz
and
Black.
Liz went blacked out at the Irish
I did
Festival
not
and ran a
remember.
5K the next morning.
See, Liz
And
is gangster.
I am a
That's what we're
gangster. God, it's hard to be a gangster, but you know,
What is that?
somebody got to
it's
do
hard
it.
out
Was
here
that
for
the right training protocol? No, that wasn't right.
No, not at all.
You never
Not
want
at
to do
Well,
that.
I like to test my limits.
Kids, don't try this at home.
Don't. Liz is the only person I know that can do this kind of stuff.
And
Shout
don't tell
out
them I
to
said
Beer
do it.
Mwah, for sponsoring me in that race. Shout out to my Irish ancestors
McTavish.
And Scottish, too.
and Scottish. Yes, they're both helping me out. You
Drunkity
know,
drunk drunks.
just-
Shout out to the McTavishes,
that's right.
Activist.
Mactivists.
And I had a shout out and I just totally forgot it. Damn
Was
it.
it Steely Dan or Steely
Yes.
Dead?
Steely Dead. Shout out Steely Dead. And also shout out to, actually, I was going to say this isn't RVA related, but shout out to Olivia for inspiring us to go up to the Finger Lakes for the long holiday weekend. We had an amazing time. You'd be proud. On Saturday, Matt and I did a hike and our friends. I burned, guess how many calories that day? Active calories.
Name it.
990.
Let me see flex. Let me see the flex. Let me see the flex.
God damn.
On that.
And then the next day, we also did a 6-mile hike, and I still burned close to like 600 calories that day.
Damn, girl.
So I've been
Okay.
putting it in even
Okay.
when
Okay.
I
Even when
might
you
be
partying
drinking
and
a
stuff
little
like
wine.
that. Okay.
All right.
Did you
all right.
like it? Did you like the finger leg?
I had so much fun. Can't wait to go back. I'll probably fly next time.
And
All
we,
right.
we did not get in the water. So-
Yeah, I have to do that next time.
I did. Also, I did not get in the water either.
But
Anyway.
say love you. It's been a great episode. MJ, we
Thank
love
you
you.
so
You're
much.
so
Thank
amazing.
y'all.
Been a great
Thank
guest.
you.
Yeah.
Man, y'all are dope, man. Thank y'all so much for having me.
Yeah,
out.
absolutely.
Again, everyone, please follow MJ
Yes.
at RVA Kicks Club.
Yeah, tell
And-
them O Lala I sent you.
That's right. And if you haven't followed us, why the fuck not?
O Lala _ RVA.
Do it before I come up.
That's right. We might have to send MJ after you. If you don't.
MJ's gonna kick
Y'all
your
better
ass.
follow him. Y'all better follow him.
He's ready to fight.
Always.
All right, guys. We will see you next time.
See you next time.
All right, sayonara.
Nos vemos.